I don't think the old school victory was silent.
Yes. Has changed over time. How it is. Try to slow the yard. Creating the baddest motherfucker on that yard. Take a loss of stuff. 20-inch arms. 220 plus. Cranking out 20 pull-ups. That was my goal. That was my goal when I hit the prison yard. I did that in 3 years. It was the biggest thing. That had cuts on the yard. There's always big old corn-fed dudes. But with cuts and veins and abs and blasted the whole nine. I ain't that dude online coming out telling prison stories and then showing prison pictures and it's all pasty with no tabs. Come on now. If you're gonna put that dude in that place, only that shot caller better see, okay? Because that's what it means to get your actual car blasted on the in Cali State Prison. There you go, homeboy. That's San Diego, the car for my people in prison that I would run, that I came in the block. And people always wanna debate and get into fucking the schematics of everything. Well, we saw your pics. You're pasty, fat little baby. Duh, shut the fuck up. We know what's hardest. And that's why people identify. That's why people identify not drinking. There's such a debate over the alcohol. There's no debate, motherfucker. The world would be a better place if there was no alcohol. By far, alcohol has done more damage to the world than it has helped build the world up. It has damaged more lives than it has saved or built. Come on now. It's as easy as it can put. And all you fucks that are in the comments of this shit talk about when I can drink, when I'm pretty successful, I'm doing well. Yeah, you're selfish. You're only thinking about you. You're only thinking about the world as a whole. We all play off each other. This is how I started to create the man I am. Because it started with Saab. Let's get back to it. Saab never sat well with me. And every time I was a drunk, blubbering bitch of a fucking broken god mess, crying and fucking hungover, and I did something wrong that I had to pay for, whooped someone's fucking the shit out of someone at a bar, got scared about it, pistol whipped a fucker or something, whatever the fuck I did. And I fucking felt later in my soul, and I knew the cops were coming. I was in trouble. You motherfuckers who said I can do it, I can drink fine. I don't see nothing wrong. I know that some of those times you don't see nothing wrong with your drinking, that you came home and got in a major fight with your wife or a fucking accident. There's no way alcohol fucking makes you so fucking you're making horrendous choices. That ain't you. That's why they call it spirits. Yours is gone, motherfucker. As soon as you consume that bullshit, that weakness, that urge in the bottle, that pussy man's fucking juice. Literally, get the fuck over and understand that it can be simply put like that. Has this served the world or broken it down? Has this built people? Fucking destroyed them. But we're to be a better place without alcohol. I know you can do it, supposedly. But behind closed doors, what's really going on? That's just one thing. I sat down. I looked at my life. I changed the definition of hard, which is a broken, fucking hurt little baby boy, fucking people up, selling drugs, trying to be super gangster. That ain't hard. Hard is everything that's hardest. So, what's hardest? What's hardest? What's hardest? It's hard not to. And that food, those vices, this alcohol, these drugs, that lust for easy money, anything that causes a negative internal state, it's hard to stay away from because usually it's just things we desire that are fun at first, instant gratification that leads to regret. That's what I refer to as a vice. That's my definition of a vice. As a vice. Something that's Fun at first, and we regret later. Something that's desirable at first, something that starts off as instantly gratifying, and we regret later. So I've said acres of ice for me. It's gratifying as fuck to get, fuck you, bitch ass motherfucker, I'll smash your fucking face. Then you regret it later because you think they're gonna call the cops, or you don't really want to strike fear. A little fucking parts hard like that. Like I said though, violent by design, courteous by choice. Soft never sat well with me. So I sought out to build this man, this individual that I admire in every way. Do you admire tits? Are tits hard to you? Is a bag of trash has a fucking torso. It's your chunky, pasty self. Is that what you admire? No. So I had to get fucking swole. I didn't admire that. That made me feel like a bitch. Half you motherfuckers are hiding. How do you know you're hiding? Take your shirt off and do that shit on stage. Do it. Do your YouTube video with your shirt off. Like, see if we listen. Come on now. Let's do it. You're hiding. You're not okay with that shit. Change it. Your power's gonna come from extinguishing, laser focusing on weaknesses level up. But throughout the penitentiary, I changed my definition for hard. Because I looked around and I saw what was weak, what was soft, what was spiritual, what was problematic, and that was the drugs. That was the drugs. These motherfuckers they were badass, respected motherfuckers until they got that red, until they got that black, until they got that white, until they started drinking, and you saw them and brought out their fucking worst traits. Then they would be sweating their people on the phone for more dope money. Oh, I owe money for this dope, and they're gonna get me. Like motherfuckers on the fucking David Paul blasting that shit up like that. And then I go, he's a solid dude. No, he is. He just sweated his mom. Check. For a fucking paper or some white old boy. How is he a hard, solid motherfucker? Well, I guess he's not. I started coming up with my own definitions, defining myself. So it was the character of a man. When was he soft? Soft is sickening. Soft don't sit well with me. Body, soft, sickening. Change it. Habits, they're soft, they're sickening. Change it. This is what it is. Look deep within and create the man that you're proud of. A lot of guys don't realize you'll supply intensity and you'll think there's a problem there. You need more of this. You need more intensity. You're that passive, timid, bitch-ass motherfucker. You need something, but I need some of what you got. That's why I'm seeking that. I'm that fucking sharp motherfucker who's eating motherfuckers alive. It hasn't been forever. Well, I found power when I found what you got. When I found that love. When I found that understanding. When I wanted to understand people. And I looked deep within them. When I realized wisdom was a two-way street. Seeing from both dimensions. When I saw who you really were. When I learned to build strength through restraint. When I wanted to squish your fucking head on the ground. And I said, no, you're someone's kid. I love you. You just made a mistake. You started to build the other half of it. So most people start off one way and then build the other half. I've always been pretty violent, pretty upfront, and extreme extrovert in the sense of the word to where I was on it. I just was. But as soon as I got those traits that you guys have, the more timid guys, the humble, loving, passive, not a bad way to do it. I was subdued to that violent nature I had. Then I got stronger. You guys, the other side, you can't let people walk all over you. You can't get underpaid in your job so much. You need to stand up and show them your worth. Show them your value. You need to tell them being too humble keeps you underbooked and underpaid. You need to stand up. So when you men, God amongst men, doormat at home. Real. You guys need to fucking exert more. You need to fucking exert that strength. You both.
God amongst men, doormat at home. Triple thing is it?
Hard. The definition of hard is all the things that are hard for motherfucker. Is it your way? Is it hard for you to be rich? Do it. Is it hard for you to quit drinking? Do it. Is it hard for you to be more understanding of a stranger who's got a negative attitude? Do it. Badass motherfuckers that to build more love, more understanding, more strength, realize we're all together in this, and you pass motherfuckers, get them back, go, put your chest out, y'all go. And all you stupid motherfuckers on that last video interview, Bradley, you talk about alcohol, so okay, you're talking about yourself, you're selfish, and I said this because this has been on my mind. We're all together in this. If a lot of the world is suffering due to drugs, alcohol, pornography, all these being overweight, all these vices that lower our frequency, then the world has a lower frequency. You have to look out for your next one. Don't push them into those habits, those vices, those accidents that make them worse. We are a whole. It's one big room. The higher the frequency in the room, the world, the more we feel better, the more we feel motivated, driven, grateful, fucking just enlightened. Since you guys don't get it. But yourself, on those days where I feel off, I say put off, because I know we're connected. So I do my part to lift myself, knowing I'll lift you. You dumb drunk fucks who are talking about alcohol and drugs and all these things. Use in moderation. No, because the next person doesn't use them in moderation. And it destroys them. When they're destroyed, you're destroyed. When they're low, you're low. This is how it works. That's why there is global meditation to heal the world when the world is suffering. Because when we all get together and have this singular mindset to the collective whole, the collective consciousness, we can raise and heal each other. Long story short, you ain't hard or hurt, motherfucker. Heal the areas you're hurting. And if you want to heal someone who's hurt, you have to first ask them if they're willing to get rid of what made them sick in the first place. If you're willing to get rid of what made you sick in the first place, that's the only way you can heal. So look deeper in. Be honest like I was in the shoe in that mirror. After I served the motherfucker, got myself extra time, and I'm crying about it. You guys all crying about your mistakes. If they told you you're about to do too much, you bitches will cry. If you had a couple drinks and you were driving home and got anybody, you'd cry. You'd be crying about it. Now you are. It suits you. No, there's no point taking these risks. It's never really been in that bad of a position if you think it's okay. So I'm going to tell you once again that I'm good. And all you people who defend the alcohol, defend the vices, defend the porn, defend the bullshit, defend the drugs, in moderation, fucking idiots, because if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the fucking problem. I'm going to be part of the solution because I'm thinking about my kids, your kids, that guy, this guy, that girl, everybody, because we all play off each other. If my mood's going to be up, I have to raise yours. And the only way I can raise yours is to give you the truth so I can set you fucking free. That fat is making you so fucking negative inside that you're bringing everybody down around you. You ain't left enough. That alcohol is making you so fucking negative, so hungover, middle of next year, that you ain't lifting those around you. If you ain't lifting, you're inspiring. Like I said, you're part of the fucking problem. I love you guys. I'm going to be here living it, and you're going to see me progress, because I'm not going to take any back steps. Just know, when you step up and tell the truth, they're going to come to persecute. Because the only people that will try to fight the truth, or the only people that are offended by the truth, are those that are living a lie. Most people will agree, yeah, it doesn't suit me, but they're not willing to get rid of it. That's an honest motherfucker. But guess what? When you get fucked up for these fucking choices you're making, when the evilness and finally gets us up to fire, I'll be here to help. I ain't judging. When I help you, I help me. That's how all of this works. Help the next man by being a solid example. Hey, Gus, The Rock has whatever his tequila name is, and he's fucking doing pretty well. If you have 100 million followers and you push a substance like tequila, do you know how many lives you can destroy? Let's go! I got smacked down to a 5. Smack down! Got locked up and knew I wouldn't see the streets for 10. 35. I wouldn't get out until I was 35. Fact is that I wasn't even ready to live until I had done those 10 years. I thought I was okay with just 5 in. If I would have died out with just 5 years in, I was still too pussy to handle it out here. I would ran to all the vices that destroyed me over and over and over again. What changed? What fucking changed? I got rid of that fear. That fear that was deep in my heart, it had to go. This is how it was expelled from me. You get off the bus in prison. They lined me the fuck up. This was 16th block in Donovan. There's one cage off to your left in front of a cell with 40 people in it, another cage in another cell, and everybody's getting booked in. We're about to go into our cell. We're in reception. Like I said, they strip everybody out. You walk up to the desk where there's a cop at, and he asks you, GP or USOI? A lot of people were going out backwards going SOI. I obviously said, what the fuck, GP, there's even a choice. Because even in my county jail, level 4 politics are on the higher blocks. Upper West 3, which I was in, for all the violent crimes. This was ran like a level 4, so we knew it was coming. We knew when we got off the bus that it was gonna be cracking. There's gonna be a lot of green lights being put on anybody who has a yellow band. In my prison, yellow band means they're a PC or an SOI, special needs, or protected person. Right when we got off the fucking bus, with trips from TCF, the chosen few, which is like a skinhead game in San Diego, just starts booking this fool with a pencil all up in his neck, puncturing him in his neck. This is my first introduction to prison because people were getting their asses in county jail. There's a few knives found, a couple small stabbings, but there isn't like, it's not like a prison. Prison's like more of a free world to where you get mental, you get all this shit. County jails have massively tight lockdown to where you can't really get shit like that. Not in my county, not in the city county, a couple west county. So they put me in ADSEC because of a fight we all got in with the homies. Did ADSEC time in Vista County. Then went to ADSEC in CJ downtown. So I'm by myself the whole time. Then they just pulled me out of ADSEC. Everybody goes into a holding tank. You don't know who's who. This guy next to you could be PC. This guy next to you could be GP. Don't even know. Everyone gets on the same bus, and people start splitting off. The homie trips are so down that, I mean, that's what he was signed up for. For life, for prison. Your life would be something. Child molesters or rapists or something like that. So they get got the second you fucking can get it. The fact is, trips went to get one. This was my first introduction to prison. Every fucking day, every day, you hear the alarm going off with the yard going down. The alarm sounds, that means yard down, hit the crack on the floor. Every day, there was at least one of those going off, if not multiple times each day after the door. After a while, you start to see bad calls getting thrown out, or hits were being called on people who didn't do it. And I'm fresh, I'm like, what the fuck? Why did they wax tonight? What? Why is this happening? What is this? I don't even know. Like, our own people, backing our own people, stabbing shit out, catching them slipping, thinking that they have bad paperwork, but they don't. So what I'm getting to about this stealing fear. At this point, I'm kind of going 2 years in, 18 months in. I'm like, well, fuck, dude, every time we go out the fucking cell, someone's getting got, people didn't do anything. At first, naturally, I'm looking over my shoulder, because every fucking white boy got his letters on his face, rhino from IE on his fucking face. Everybody's got devil horns. Everybody's fully slung back, neck pieces, full rocker, full shirt, socks, dark gas, nasty. Everybody was. They're fools doing stretches. So I mean, it's intimidating. You're going to job there, you can tell they're all calm. They're like signing to everybody. They're grabbing dope. They're fucking full fucking fledged convicts, crazy reds, you know. So when you're a regular, you're called a red. Come back and forth all the time. I'm just rocking my first term, but it's a stretch. And everybody's like, oh, good job. First term, you got to stretch. Hell yeah, Wes. Some of these fools were doing so much time, they called me a short term. Because they're doing 100 years, 150 years, 80 years, 40 years. You guys, every fucking time you left your cell, someone would get stabbed, someone would get got, and there was a lot of bad calls at this time, because the flip phones were starting to become common. Now people were checking this maintenance log on flip phones, not even doing proper research, matching a very common name to a very common name, and whacking the motherfucker like Spike. So, here I am. Every time I come on my cell, with that feeling in the paper stomach, like what the fuck is gonna happen? It wasn't about getting stabbed. It was more about getting some piece of shit yard. Piece of yard. Not knowing why the fuck they took me off. Obviously I hated this. I don't have bad paper. I have a bad about me in the system. But every fucking day, some shit. Finally, I just said, Wes, what? Fuck it. Fuck. Like you guys have to, day after day after day, after walking out of the cell, right with that fear in my chest, I said, fuck this. This isn't gonna get me. What? What? I'm gonna get this shit every day. Give me that. What? And I started understanding the system. I started knowing what was going on. Because I didn't know they were checking people. Paperwork on flip phones where the pictures were pixelated, not coming in good. They weren't getting good service in the cell. I didn't even know what was happening. I was surprised. I was green as fuck. I was new as fuck. First term. I just started that first term. So I started to see what was happening. It was after I just said, fuck it. You guys have to do that. I was walking in chow halls where people were just nasty, murder, crazy looking fucks. I look like a pretty ass boy compared to how they're disgustingly fucking vicious looking. Like, that's their whole thing, is to scare. Not only that tough, they don't live that long, but they like don't care about their lives. And they have nothing to lose, and they are nasty looking. Just everything on their face, just fucking, that's their whole tactic. And it works when you're just, you don't really know, you don't know them. Then you get to meet them, you're like, come on, Francisco. And that dude's chill, like, just a lost kid. I got with the wrong people. So that's what I started to know at the end. But the fear you guys have in life going into the gym, walking into a damn restaurant, walking across the goddamn street, getting on the fucking camera online, these are all made up fears, but I had them. Like more in an acceptable situation as a prison. But I remember it clearly when I just said, fuck this! I'm living my life like this. And I just faced my life right there. And I walked up to it. And I walked up to everybody with a different demeanor from that day forward. And I never let them steal my power again, steal my moment, steal my life from me. Fucking motherfuckers have to know how ungrateful fear is. Operate from love and faith. See who that person is. That's just a lost kid. Somebody got love for you, uncle. Don't be afraid of situations just because your perception of you're doing it. It's not even real.
Yep.
I need you guys to understand this and apply it. Go back to how critical you would be walking in a level 4 job right now. And you're just like, I don't belong here. Holy shit. This is a house. Not some fucking camera phone you're about to post positive shit that a lot of people need here. Plus now that fucking shit. I'm just telling you guys, I've had my bouts with it and I know where you're at. I was a 25-year-old kid walking into the pit of hell, just pits of crippling hell. Despair in man's eyes. They don't even want to live. I want to take you with me. And you're just like, fuck, this is intense. And finally you're like, I'm going to max this intensity with the same level of intensity you're for. That's coming for. So if you're afraid of this shit, you have to face it with more love. More fucking desire.
You want to hear Buffalo?
Desire to let it
What?
fucking go. Everything you fear will control you in this life. If you fear losing your check, she'll control you and you'll be weak. If you fear losing your money, it'll control you and you won't be effective in business. If you fear losing your life, you'll be controlled by and you won't live a productive life. Expect to be operated by track. Don't know how to get back. You get in the slump, they get down. You guys, it will always be the workout and the diet that bring you back to the fit. These are those frequency activities we can engage in. Your food is one of them. And you bring yourself back to that state of slight starvation where you think you're starving. You're really eating the perfect amount. When you bring yourself to that slight fasted state, that caloric deficit, where you're actually the mind starts working. There's a reason why so many cultures use fasting to speak to God. Right now, you're so disconnected. You're consuming too much alcohol. There's way too much instant gratification in life, and you're not realizing that it's pulling you from your purpose. Your purpose is to show off this energy that's emanating to where those around you sense at the highest degree of who you are inside. Your soul pierces other people as they walk up at a lower frequency. They know the current power of vibration that actually feels like it's attacked. But you're pulling them up. You're not pulling them down. You're calling them to greatness. You're calling them up. You're not pushing them out. This is even with your underlying energy. You're a high energy individual. That's why people are afraid. For me, when I move too fast, then I have intensity about me. A lot of people are drawn to and call it passion, but those that are insecure, they call it a problem. So the diet, the workout, when you really get to that state of, and you're breathing heavy, blood oxidation, really getting your heart and getting your blood flowing, that blood oxidation level brings you to that place. This is what flows you. That's why I tell you guys. Physical performance and becoming the source of what you seek is what will take you to the next level. I'm in Vegas right now about to do Flex's podcast. Flex Lewis, hour 2. All I'm doing before this podcast is working with other people on calls and keeping my feet to take care of the trust approach. And then on a rush round to a crazy workout at the gym right before I go to your highest level of it.
Too high.
Oh, that's great. Like I said to you, you're building yourself.
Yeah.
Daily process of elevation. It's a removal process. You're very conscious beings, but you become unconscious when you're eating foods that are out of alignment with who you wish to be. This week, this month, this day, this year, continue with these habits, complete that alignment with who you see yourself. Now the disconnect is massive. You look in the mirror, don't even see something that you like, resonate with, don't respect. I really need you guys to realize that the simplest stuff will be back. Right now, if I felt down, but I were to choose to go through 200 births and put my feet back and really attach to that inner source of strength, bring myself within, it would come right away. I would be there right away. And I would vibe high for a few hours. Now, the fact that I know such highs and I know such lows, when I'm really changing, people who don't know low lows and don't know high highs, they stay right in the middle. They never really operate from a different, their homeostasis level of their energy, when they operate from it only, it's just, it's at a plane, it's a playing field, it's just flat, there's no ups and downs, there's no peaks and downs, there's no highs and lows. Like, you don't want highs and lows, I used to say you don't want them. You don't want them because the actual energy level is always high. Lows if your natural energy level is always high.
See.
Those are just a moment to spring back up high again because we know the actual habits, thoughts, energy, the techniques, the process to get ourselves back into a high frequency state. Like I told you guys, your frequency is what you frequently see. I have been consistently in a low frequency state because I've been working so much on business. I haven't been putting my diet and my workout at the 100% like I should be. It's at like 75 while I'm traveling to those. I'm just barely getting it done. But I want to get back to those high numbers and that great
Where is
back at it. Stop defining yourself at that vibrational level. Stop it. Stop. This is not what needs to take place. Validate yourself.
Ref King, heavyweight champ in the house. Putting in that pain. Ref City. Fuck you niggas know about that. Every day.
Yeah, that's why.
Test.
Medicine's
So, on this, first of all, second, get right inside, right that mind, right that heart. Make sure you get rid of all ungrateful thoughts. Be grateful for the morning, grateful for the day. Go straight into a workout that gets your heart racing before you can even start to construct imaginary equals and negative scenarios. Then the rest of the day, hit your macros incorrectly. If you start to decline again, do more physical activity. Really go in to some high performance HIIT training or some burpees, some back work, a fucking bike ride that's fucking high intensity, anything. Running, just get that heart rate back up. Go for a round 2 with some training. And anytime throughout your day, be an outgrowth of what you wish to try. And if you see someone who's struggling, give them strength. If you see someone who's not at peace, because they're operating for all these negative vices, give them peace. By really attaching to it and showing them that you care about their problems. You guys, peak physical performance and becoming the source of what you seek. These are what bring you back. You guys have time for fear. It's at the most ungrateful state ever. What a luxury to sit around and just be fearful of shit that hasn't even taken place yet. I have never been able to enjoy that luxury. And that's what you guys do. You guys almost partake in it as something you do the actual work because humans have to face problems. They must. The mind has to work. So if you're not solving real problems, then you're so fucking gullible that you can really just sit down, live in a false reality, solving, creating fake ass problems until you finally solve in your mind, hours later, months later, trying to just work yourself out so bad that you can never process another potential outcome. Like, how the fuck do you not see this as psychotic? There should be zero fear when it comes to the actions that have to take place. You fucking owe a certain level of life to everybody around you. There is nothing more ungrateful than having no fucking results. The drunk, loser, fat, stupid fucking dad trying to achieve shit in his life. And to fucking utter out his fat fucking lips that anything is possible in a straight sick. When he's doing nothing, well, you can chase your dreams, and he's not come close to that. How many people do you know that actually changed them? And how many people that you know really know for an answer? You know how many people tell me, yeah, I want to try and figure it out. This isn't something you try. See what I created? You think I tried to get here? This was so fucking intentional. It would make them fucking die. You guys would die if you had this as intentionals. Single thought, every single step, every single move I've ever made was so directly intentional to my outcome that it would fuck you guys up so bad. Why? Because they're the most conditional pieces of shit I've ever met in my life. If you put as much work as me, then you can have so, you're one of those bitter piece of shit ever. Get right now from all over this world. So like me, I realized a long time ago. You'll never know love of this guy until you learn to love the world. Until you learn to love the world, you'll never know love at all. And what is love to me? Nothing. Peace. Stillness. No more negative thoughts. it's been a process of I was getting rid of such negative internal feelings that that's what the work was about. That was enough payment for me, motherfucker. But I guess these soft ass bitches who could have been through shit, they're just so entitled. They don't even have any pay. They're just okay with chilling. They're okay with doing nothing. My call to live is so urgent that I never get to be free to make a poor choice. My call from within is so on point, it's so precise, it's so urgent. Before it ever even happened, that would take me out of alignment. Red flags, alarms, buzzers are already going. You people out there, know you're still committing fraudulent acts to yourself, to our Creator, to your Father. And you know you're acting out of alignment, and you're just saying, fuck it. You know you heard these fucking sirens just going on, just fucking red flags dropping in front of your face, stop signs. Everything's trying to get you to stop. And you're just so committed on terrorizing yourself and going down this path of destruction. Do you understand that if you're hearing, if you're even hearing the voice from within to stop, that you're called very urgent, something bad is going to happen? In business thing, did you hear that call? No! Things that we made. So we learn as paid up income. So you have to experience some shit to gain some wisdom. So we didn't hear this call back, kids. Like, hell yeah, I smoked that. You can't drink that. And I was, man, I'm gonna regret that. That's only as you get older and your greatness to walk your path to be the person you're supposed to be. It's like, once that is starting to develop, that's when your call is urgent. If you're hearing it very loud, to stop drinking, to quit eating the way you're eating, to quit treating your spouse with that negative energy she feels it, trust me, you could smile at her face all you want, but if your self-talk's negative about her, she's like, you fucking piece of shit. You're gonna have to come to the realization that when your frequency shifts, people feel it. And they know there's something wrong. They're just like, that's not right like that. And if you're sitting there doing shit at night that you wouldn't want your daughter to know about, wife to know about, people to know about, your friends to know about, trust me, they know about it. They come sense you the next day. They're like, oh shit, he's a real piece of shit. Whatever fucking do it. Don't want no part. Drop all the shit that's keeping out of alignment. Watch. Be sure the witness is sharp. Watch your mind. Are you there? Have you tried so hard? Are you putting up certain conditions and standards that you keep working and being such a good flaw? We're supposed to be that anyway. There is no excuse, no standards as a man, as a human being. That's where everything starts. So you have that, you get one thing that will change your life. Clarity, motherfucker. So you actually have been amazing for a long duration of time. You get like one gift that will change your life. And that is fucking clarity. Have that clarity. Right in your lips. Everything you're trying to do is so clear, it's so easy. We're like walking around going, what the fuck's the matter with me? And then I forget, they have no clarity. No, they're still suffering from power debt. Destroying their vision. They're disassociated to the max. Successful people are simply those with successful habits. Good habits are just as addictive as bad habits. Once you learn how to flip negative habits into positive habits and become truly addicted to being a better father, to controlling and monitoring your internal state. In every action you do, you see you can't slip in one area. Because lack of control in one area permeates the other. The way you thought you do everything is the way you do anything. just live one fucking area. When you have solid, success-driven habits, become wealthy. You become a better dad because you drop all your bullshit habits. I wouldn't be the dad I could be if I was fat, if I was these other things. Because I would be in control. I would have no direction. What a reading on camera. My son had such good energy. Because I would be a low-level depressed out of my own choice. Because I chose to be a low-frequency fat fuck. Guys, there's no avoiding this. The conscious blood. You have to vibration. This is how it works. The connections are deep. We don't feel low frequency flux. It's not possible. You have to just feel the morning. See more. And I have to live it up. The cat exists there. I can't. But let's get back to these other one area. I believe so deeply, and I exist so fucking congruently in my AM period of reflection in the stream of consciousness. I know there's messages being supplied to everybody at that time when we're all connected. So this morning, I was writing about that. I just want to be fitter. I just want to be a better dad. I just want some money, not to be so rich. But motherfucker, there's no just, is what I was writing about. It's all or nothing. And your level in one area permeates your level in the next. And then all of a sudden you look over, and just by how it happens, you're rich, you're rare, because it all stemmed from the fucking root, which was your daily fucking habits. Now, you don't have to go buy a Rolls Royce. You don't have to do anything of this sort. You just literally have to have better habits. And then, if you admire, if you really admire someone who drives a Prius, they're not being fake humble. You're not being fucking outwardly looking like how you don't feel inside. Just put on a facade, and that's okay. It's my shit. That's the few things I like. It's the things I like. So that's all it is. Acquire what you admire so you can draw the people that have the same desires as you, same likenesses. Get more fucking relationship. But back to the stream of consciousness. As I write about the a la carte motherfuckers. I just want this. Somebody from Germany, a client, shows his 90-day transformation. And he doesn't just show that he went from skinny fat to fit. He writes, over his skinny fat picture, he writes, no apartment. Over his ripped picture, he writes, nice apartment. Over his skinny fat picture, he writes, no job. Over his ripped picture, he writes, what's job? Over his skinny fat picture, he writes, knee injury. Over his ripped picture, he puts health. Over his fucking skinny fat picture, he puts skinny fat. Over his ripped picture, he puts real. And over his skinny fat pig, he puts meat. And over his rib pig, he puts tongue. And in the background, you could tell he went from a dilapidated apartment to something with some nice art, with art lighting in the background. This is how it happens. Simple motherfuckers who are avoiding shit like the diet, the wake up, the morning routine, the habits, the intense exercise. This is how we've tapped in since the dawn of time. We've tapped in through fucking fasting, tricks. This is the model. Hypertrophy training to build muscle. Macronutrient, aligning macronutrients with your desired goal to stay in a caloric deficit. It's the same thing as how they used to fast. And then the solitude and reflection. They used to go to deep prayer, or go in a cave or some shit. But now it's sitting in the morning alone and reflecting on life, reflecting on your internal state, yourself, tapping into that stream of consciousness that we and this guy from Germany, his last name's Ben, they want to put him out there, but we were both at the same exact wavelength and frequency at that time. How often do these coincidences take place? If you don't want to believe in the universe, every fucking act you give outwardly on this fucking plane is an offering to a different. We exist in this tangible world, but we make offerings to to the alternate plane, the universe, different stages of consciousness, this collective consciousness, and every action that isn't power, you exist there at a higher level. You take a different seat at the table. You're saying, I want to pray. These motherfuckers are begging, pleading, and praying with the whole ass belly for their riches, and they're praying for their when in all reality, they don't deserve fucking shit, and the universe will only give you what you take, what you fucking work for, what you deserve. You will have everything you fucking deserve in this life, as long as you know it and you work for it. Wasn't the car that we were driving the other day, and they knew everything. All this shit, talking all this shit. I said, that's the crazy thing about people that know all this. They just don't apply it. They don't have results. They're missing the point. You don't take away a Rolls and swap it for a Tesla and think you're doing something solid by the universe. We don't need a Rolls or a Tesla. All we need is food, love and connection, and rest. Obviously, water, fucking food. But that's all we need. So the only things we can withhold that is shown as a sacrifice to food and water is the connection to others, the solitude, and the rest, enduring the moment to prove more, so that we show that all our actions and sacrifices are of an offering above God. Our gratitude is action. Everybody don't describe piecing this together. Watch how far we go. Nothing else is lost. It's laughing. I love you guys. Watch how fucking far we go. Like the homie from Germany, just posted. It was all areas. It was all areas. His whole life flowed up.
You want that book? I put it over again. Oh, you book.
The original fucking answer. Like I told you, when I was in my cell, and I was sitting there just releasing so much negativity. Why does it invite me? Why the fuck don't they tell me fucking evidence? Get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck. That's how I would react. Because I just wanted to love them. I reach out to them. I wanted to give a fuck. But it didn't happen. So finally, after years of sitting there releasing all this negativity and anger, frustration, and energy, I learned a lesson, and you're going to learn it right now. That lesson is to repossess those crazy people, when we release those people. Even if the person doesn't fucking deserve it, even if they don't fucking deserve it, same as you. For you, motherfucker, for you. You're just gonna learn to release, to an unconditional love, to even the people who are the worst to you. It's for you, not for them. That's it. Okay? If you're trying to do it for them, it's gonna be frightening. Because you resent them, because they treat you like shit, because they I can see why we can't be done. But I think the people who say, oh, I wish this person good. That's not a high frequency state. And a high frequency state, you can love my enemy and other. You're a high frequency. But I can't put a low frequency state. When you're right, when you don't, when you desire negative shit on people, like I'm gonna fuck this person, fuck up. You feel like that when you're angry. That's what you have to do. Really for me. Don't need to get the ideas. I'm just gonna remember. Fuck it. I love me too much to send them hate. How about that? Hate on me all you want. Don't hate on yourself. Leader, take the fucking reins. Don't let them hate you. They won't you when they hate. Don't let them own you. You own you. You love you. Nobody's gonna love you like you love you. Ever. Ever. Don't believe your kids will. Don't believe your spouse will. Don't believe your friends will. Nobody will ever love you like you love you. That's how I got this far. Because I love me first and foremost. We can tell that West Watson loves him, so West Watson, like a motherfucker. every fuck. I can look at myself all fucking day. I can be proud of my achievements all fucking day. Some people can't look at me for a second. That's it. Some people can never be proud of my achievements. That's them. I never should have. I never should have. It's lower frequency state. I start to buy into someone's narrative about me. Because that's what we do in real frequency. We only see the mountains. You don't see this to make sure that you know how you want to feel. That's what you have to release. You have to be stronger than you have to learn to auto suggestion. Right? I want to feel that. Simple. I don't want to finish it. I'm not going to eat that. I don't want to feel great. I'm not going to do that. Just, you have to save it. You have to save your head. So that they have a place to go. You just get it done. It's as simple as it can do it. All those years in prison when I was just really scared to, I would probably feed myself a little bit. I don't anywhere for me. It took the weight off. You can keep fucking anybody. I love them. We should be friends. They love me. They love me as much as I love them. Look how much they come out of me. You guys. You will relearn this shit every day till the day you die. There were times of low frequency. Oh, fucking motherfuckers. Makes it. They can be standing right in front of you talking all their shit. And you wouldn't do it because you love the moment. You're grateful for life. You're in a light motherfucking being at that second. And I don't even fucking care. You can stay there a lot of the times, but there will be these low frequency times and contraction phases. And during those times, you have to be recording in your subconscious mind the way you're going to react. You have to be consciously. You have to use conscious auto-suggestion to tell yourself how you're going to react. Nah, if I should someone said that, I'm gonna say that motherfucker. That's harder. That's harder for me. It's way harder. It's easy for me to stop motherfuckers facing it. A lot of you guys talk shit on me and they have this and that. What the fuck does that do for me? I've never talked shit to somebody fuck me. Like, the way you call talking shit may not be what I call talking shit. I tell the truth a lot. That's not shit talk to me. Shit talk's when my intention is to trigger you, hurt you, make you feel like shit. That's what I'm talking shit. That's my intention. If my intention is to make you walk past a fucking cliff, then my intention to don't put so much, don't put so much weight on the chicken. About the intention of this. So you guys, I know a lot of people are facing a lot of adversity right now. Always believe that that's
75.
we should do. It's so difficult. You have to say, no, I'm still going there. No, you can't break me. Yes, I'm still going there. I will see the best in that earth. No matter what. I don't give a fuck who it is. You love them enough to see the best in the world every day. And see the best in negative situations. Do you love you enough? Because if you want to hate on them, you hate on them. If you want to agree with that, I need to remember this thing. I need this phone to be fucking headphones on every 30 minutes. Because I can fucking make sure that person to fuck her ass. I love that person. I'll make sure that I think people are like, is that right or wrong? But it's just my favorite. It's always, it's good. Which one are you gonna listen to? I can't get away with that. I can't get away with it. That's when I changed. When I stopped living by the laws of man. I used to live by the laws of man. So I would try to break these laws and get away with it. Now, by universal laws. The law of polarity, the law of compensation, the law of divine oneness, the law of diminishing intent. You realize that You'll never get away with anything. You will pay for everything you do in this life. Law of compensation is karma. Put in what you get back. So, since I've known for a long time, stood back, watched and observed how I was affected by my actions, I no longer wanted a piece of it. When I was a kid, before prison, I just thought I was being governed by laws of man. This is how you change. You finally change and turn that corner when you shift. You shift the laws of man to universal law. Law of compensation, like I said, is karma. When I knew karmic debt was a reality, I stopped everything that would keep me in the life I want. So I made a vow to never do to a partner, to a friend, to a person, which I wouldn't want done to myself. So the furthest I've gone in any way is this type of speech, which I would like done to myself. If someone were to come at me with a lot of compression, don't want, metaphor, be guiding me with solid advice, I would know that. Some people see this type of teaching, they're averse to because they don't get it. But this is actually what I respond to. But in my life, selling of drugs, which amounted to the destruction of many people, violence, before prison, cheating, all these things were the problem. And that's why people ask, what do you do? What do you do further? I say it's what I don't. I don't do anything that's not aligned to universal law. Nothing. Nothing. And it's the greatest sense of peace I've ever known. I have no regret. I live in complete accordance with how my conscience guides me. And you see what's happened to my life. I mean, the law of polarity states that if you don't know sadness, you can't know happiness at the same degree. So the fact that I went and did that stretch made me that much more grateful because I'm that much more pain than you guys.
No.
Existing in these laws correctly didn't tell me saying to go pull out the book and study them. And all of us said they get them like so knowledge. Start posting about it on Instagram. Fuck that. Fuck that. Laws of my witness states that we're all connected. Then I serve. Because I want to be served. So why am I compensation of pain in my life? The law of energy vibration said these two cannot vibrate. So they have this frequency that's high frequency. Right now my life is
One.
Enter my life a message in a person or in anything. And those frequencies won't vibrate. I'm actually a high frequency, they're a low one. So I stay impervious to negativity. If you see and feel negativity in your life, you'll actually vibrate at that frequency. I vibrate at that frequency sometimes and I go lift myself back up. Oh my God, say King's not show. Law of diminishing intent. That motherfucker consistently says he's gonna. It gets harder and harder for him to fulfill that because he has put space into him. Quantum theory alone shows that he's attached to the negative to a positive outcome. There's much crazier things that are working behind the scenes. You guys need to know this, right? And this all came about by one simple law. The law of exposure. The law of exposure states, what cannot be unexposed. So once I saw this, and my conscience sided with it as truth, and then I took the seemingly insignificant events, demons, and outbursts in my life, and I applied them to my actions, because I was accountable. And I said, oh, this is the right place for me. This is right. Right. Expose yourself. Or expose yourself to universal truths. And then see the level at which you're governed because you care for your life. Because you are accountable. I really never did it for others. I'm good to you guys because I want to live a good life. I can't know everybody personally. There's a few that I know personally. Coaching clients, just random people on social media, and people in my life that I truly love, but I treat you guys all the same. Because I need to feel a certain way, to do what I must do on this plane of existence. I'm not tortured anymore, guys. I'm free. You guys can be free. I don't believe what you believe. You believe that your path is a choice. Tribal West doesn't help me. I like sergeants coming to this and saying, if this works out, but if not, I'll have to find somebody else because I need to make a certain amount of money for my family, for this and for that. I will never give this up. I didn't come into this to make money. I would have lived off canned chicken and spinach, which I was eating at my grandma's house, and I would have walked to the gym and been happy. You guys, I live this way because there is no other way a human is optimally surviving. We are supposed to heal ourselves and teach others to do the same. I realize this every time I take a shower. I realize this every time my family's trying to watch a movie. I realize this every time I drive one of my cars that you think I love so much. Yeah. Went for a drive a little bit. In the Mansory family, I had about 30 minutes between one call to another call. So I had 30 minutes between this call that I was on and then my group call that I just got off, where it took an hour and a half. 30 calls out, 30-minute break. During my 30-minute break, I just made relentless content for my followers on the screen the whole time. I went out believing that I was going to listen to some music, to my energy, to shift my energy to chill, breathe and relax and enjoy a drive. I can't enjoy anything because I want to you guys bring everything that I have. I liken it to, I compare it to, if a child's running out to a busy street, the mom knows the side door is open, and she doesn't see her daughter for a second, then she knows her child's running in the street. I'm stopping you guys running in the fucking street. And I have no other way to get through my message other than the social media outlets that have proven to be the most valuable thing. Why is social media the most valuable way to get a message across? Because it is left in the eye of the beholder how he views the message. So one person could say, fuck you, yes. Another person, when I'm talking about some dude with tits, his wife's embarrassed of, because he's embarrassed of himself, and he's a complete dipshit with his alcohol and his lifestyle choices. He's just lost. I say that about an avatar. Now, some guy named John from Sacramento can say, fuck. That's me he's talking about. Now, for the first time in John's fucking life, he was able to be accountable, because I didn't tell John, you fat piece of shit, bitch yourself. I just spoke of how I used to feel from the avatar that I see the world And John, for the first time of his life, hearing that message, said, he's speaking about me. What does that do? He made a choice. He put himself as that avatar. He saw his fault for the first time. What makes you think they see their fault? They don't. They wouldn't keep doing it every day. They think it's perfectly fine. You can make a piece of content that makes them see that they're at fault. They can step into it. They can own it. They can be accountable for once in their fucking life. Then everything changed. That's why social media and content geared towards certain avatars be life change at that moment is so crucial in teaching and guiding society for change. You guys, I love you guys. I'll prove it by showing up every day, even when everybody is having a bad day. I'll still show up. Today felt like a low frequency day, a chill day, a day where people didn't feel like they were too motivated. So I did a Q&A, I didn't talk to them. I'm gonna start to bring the energy out of it. I have to live a certain way. I owe you guys an answer. I owe an answer. I owe you guys a solution. I owe the process. I owe everything I know. I know what worked for me. It's all this ever was. I didn't know that you can make money off this. Do you guys know my very first elite client? My very first one-on-one elite client told me my program is worth $2,000. He saw me on YouTube. He sent me a laptop. He gave me a laptop, said, we will do Zoom calls once a week. Programs like this cost about $2,000 a month. And whatever else you believe can help get the program, but this is how they're usually structured by the bid on. He taught me. He sold me on it. He showed me my value. This was my very first. He said, my very first one-on-one. Before that, I was just doing the $250 once a month, or $200 a month, training nutrition. Go to Trainer Eyes. I didn't talk to you in text. I didn't even have a call option at that time. You guys, wasn't meant to be. Wasn't my choice. You're made gifted. Your talent. Meant to do. You're meant to be. It's being told to you in your heart all day long. Some of you guys just won't listen. It comes in the form of what you're willing to remove from your life. Once you remove all the things, realize that you're being called to be a perfect advocate of this message from above that God wants you to preach you. God wants you to live. And if you get people to live this way, you live a better life. As I have. It really was really apprehensive about saying God for the first while, this and that. But what the fuck? What else is it? Who else is talking to you? I told you that the conscience is the authentic voice of God. I would push out sometimes and say it's the universe or source, energy, because I didn't want to alienate it. But if you're so fucking stupid, you can't realize that when I speak about God, I'm not putting a face or a name or anything. I'm just saying, I'll create. There's no fucking way you're not being guided by something. That voice in your chest is telling you to make that leap for this business endeavor, to take that jump to quit drinking, to really make those changes to your behavior to save your family. There's no fucking way. There's any detrimental side of that. It's such a stupid fucking old life and denounce what your conscience is calling you to be into. Everything that could possibly go wrong, fucking go wrong. Everything. What you motherfuckers don't get is that you still think it's okay for you to be the problem. That's when you're at baby boy, little baby kid level, when you're still the fucking problem. Once you start to elevate, everybody around you is the problem, and you're the fucking solution. Until you solve you, you will always be the problem. Once you solve you, then you get to solve other people's problems. Because guess what? You solve this whole thing. Understand? What you guys don't get is that most of you motherfuckers think it's okay. It's like, well, I'm having like a mindset issue, so I can't post my content. Or I'm feeling this way, so no. That's why it's all mindset. You have to get over that shit. I don't get to say that. The people in business, in life, in anything, they don't dare to cop out and say, I just couldn't do it. They have to find a way to circumvent their emotions and make sure the job gets done every fucking day. Because you don't get paid for what you earn. You only get paid for what you pull off. You don't get paid for showing up in like a 9 to 5 clock. You only as an entrepreneur get paid for fucking results. And that has to happen so often that you massively profit from the results you bring. Fuck all that though. Because guess what? Every fucking problem that can go wrong will. So I always base everything on the mindset of, I don't get to do anything for me till I get everything done on my plate today. You motherfuckers have to understand that. If you're ever leaving something undone on your plate, you ain't hungry enough, motherfucker. You say, motherfucker, now it's time to eat. Never miss anything on my plate. It's not what I do. Right now, it's about 7 o'clock on Sunday. I never wait this long to film my YouTube video. I have so many calls. There's calling links. There's so much to do. We have the event coming, and now I gotta film this YouTube because I won't miss it. Most people would be like, fuck, I got so much going on. This week YouTube videos, this is not really done. I can't fucking do it. Sometimes, you guys, it means more to show the result than to have some tricky fucking way of saying some shit. I don't even like the motivation shit anymore anyways. I want to see the fruits of your labor. I want to see your muscles if you've been going to the gym. Not to explain to me how to get muscles. I want to see the money you fucking made if you claim to know some shit about business. I want to see the fucking result. I'm motivated by the actual fucking result. That does not mean that I didn't start because of the motivation. And it does not mean that I don't fall back and have to be a beginner again very often in my life and start back from square one with that motivation. Because I fall. I fall all the time. I fall all the time. And to me, it comes out in the form of massive anger that's debilitating. Like, where I just get so fucking frustrated, but I know it's me. You guys, there's two types. There's the people that they get outwardly angry, and they just flip out. And there's some people who point that in, and they bash themselves, and they terrorize themselves, and they trash beat themselves down. There's two types. I'm one who gets out on me. I really bash myself. I'll blame everybody else. Then it hurts. Because I know I'm wrong. And I know I'm projecting. So my understanding, my awareness lets me know that I'm in fault. So I may come prepared when I do my character. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is, most of you guys face that anger. But if you stop, I would rather you can't face it. Right? That's not right to call up people. It's easier to understand outward. It's easier to be aware of outward anger than it is to be aware of negative self-talk and inward focused, just massive that negative internal dialogue towards self. Somebody notice. And watch people engaging in it, and it only gets that harmful. It is so fucking detrimental to you, life, and everybody around you, and depressive state, negative internal dialogue, self-talk is shattering your soul. It is so bad for everybody around you. Please, don't hold it in. I'm glad I didn't hold my shit, because once it did, I let everything out. suffer in silence. And I don't want that for you guys. That's really the problem here. A lot of people are suffering in silence. They can't learn. They can't grow. They won't accelerate. Because they're not able to fuck up. They're not able to fail outwardly. They're not able to fail forward as fast as Westerns. I fail every fucking way. Every fucking way. In some way. Get better. I've really been freaking out about much. That's all they have to do. You're not a character. And I see what they can be. So I really come out of character. What the fuck are you doing? How the fuck are you still sitting there by yourself? And I can't stand it. So if they just got up, how different their life would be. I know if they just found a blueprint, how different their life. I've done it for fucking so many people. And I sit there no different. So it really agitates me. I know what they want. I know exactly how they're going to get it. I know exactly how it's going to work. And I know they just have to do it. So there's a hard work, and I get frustrated. You think I get people just sit there and fuck, just be alive. Because I see in their life and their eyes the pain they're causing themselves. So you guys, don't look at it. Even if you want to write a message in the comments saying, fucking bitch, Wes, piss me off. At least you realize that I should have said that's directly towards you. And you'll have that internal dialogue going back and forth. You'll come to the understanding that karmic debt was the time that you took for yourself. I love you guys. Love you guys more than you could ever know. All my best people come from here, from social media. I don't really have anything in my life directly that I didn't meet on social media. And don't ever believe that we can't be good friends and we won't be because I'm here and you're there. Like some I've met, some of the people I love the most, the best people. They do just focus on personal development. They are way positive. They believe in this being relational, not transactional. Like people in my place who are really successful, we don't want people to just want stuff from us. I want stuff from us. I want stuff. I want to have genuine exchanges and people really value our relationship. That's what I want. But people are like, well, why do you charge for it? I have to. Because it's so fucking valuable. It's so fucking valuable. If I don't charge you for it, you won't do it. The example most of you guys are setting for people is horrendous. I was just watching this lady walk across the street. I was imagining the people in her life, and she has children, and then that's what they know. They know that to be a day in life, to be 70 pounds overweight, fully neglecting your appearance, and just coasting on through life, accepting average, mediocre lifestyle, and fully accepting, not believing that it's just plain disgusting. Your kids will always fail to listen to you. They will never fucking fail to emulate you. They're gonna follow in your footsteps. You're what they know. You're what they know. Bro, in fact, a big vice riddle knows this awesome, great fucking parenting. You guys right? It's hard to be a parent than you think. I need a parent to everybody I've fucking been around. Because I'm a good example, I don't have to do it much. They just follow suit. Because guess what? You make it attractive. Like, oh, these are really people. Are they? Are they? Is she? Are you? Are you guys supposed to have to go to where you're fully in control of your choices? Because I've been in who said, fuck you, and you all. They make more than you, more discipline than you. They understand and follow directions better than you, motherfucker. You get it? Half you motherfuckers think you know shit. You'll try to talk to someone like me, like you got some plan. You don't. You're way off. Trust me, way off. I will let you guys know that when I looked in the mirror and I wanted to change, I had to call myself out. That fat, frumpy bitch crossing the street needs to learn that self-criticism is her fat-ass best friend. You can't do that to your people. You got dads, moms, loser friends. Is that what you want to be? You want to show up, here comes David. It's all good. Like, just kind of like help them feel more comfortable. You chose to be a fat fucking loser. Is that what you want to fucking be? Is that third leg that nobody can just, everyone has to just placate. Make sure Cupcake Boy's okay. Or do you want to roll up and say, my boy's coming? This fool's a monster. This fool gets it. This fool's rich and rare as a mother. Ain't nobody like this motherfucker. The only thing that's going to make you that guy is your fucking habits. Because there are plenty of people down in San Diego, around the world, where they got money. That's all you guys chase. You just chase the money. So they got money, but they step in the elevator with you. They're like, damn. Now we're just in a small space. Damn, you're a hell of a specimen of a motherfucker. Like, next to each other. That's what it comes down to. Strip everything away. Your habits make you the motherfucker that you and that doesn't just mean that you got to look good. The habits build the confidence. You won't be able to speak and teach correctly if you don't have the confidence. So the thing is, moms and dads are in great shape. They just, mom and dad, confidently operating through life. So they're not able to be great teachers, great advocates, great guide their people. I guide my people because I have confidence. I know what the fuck works. Confidence is a byproduct of consistent implementation. I've implemented my practices so many fucking times that I've done Tommy, Johnny, Susan, Billy, fuck Timmy, every fucking one. Timmy's always coming in. Timmy, come on. And we've made something work with so many fucking people in so many different scenarios, so many different ways. Then dipshit number 2 catches you talking. You're like, hey, have you done talking, sleeping? Shut the fuck up. You the person who excels in what you like, no. I'm like, you paid me to talk, right? Yeah? Can you shut the fuck up? Realize how stupid you are talking? Wasting our goddamn time. You don't have no results, you don't know shit. I don't need to know about your goddamn background or any of the fucking shit you're going through. I'm gonna tell you what the fuck to do. You're gonna fucking do it. It's gonna fucking work. You guys think that you're some special snowflake that these 5 years don't work for. I can make the shit that I teach everybody to be rich and rare for anybody that has good habits. Because if you have a habit of not being consistent, I can't make shit work. Because you have to do some work, bitch. You have to fucking do the work. So if you can't be consistent, I can't fuck. Hire for attitude, train for skill. I can train anybody to be a rich, rare motherfucker. But I can't fuck with that person who has a bad attitude by thinking they know too much. They have a shoddy work ethic, or they're just committed to misunderstanding people and thinking there's some other agenda. I don't have an agenda. I turn down more people for my programs than I sign up. Trust me. Wait, you have no idea how many somebody begins. When I posted a prison workout video 8 days ago and it gets 200,000 views. Or I go on Snoosh's YouTube channel, check my mega lifestyle, and it gets 200,000 views. Do the fucking math. Even if we get 1% of those fucking views in the form of leads, we have a lot to fucking do. You get those stupid business coaches. Okay, so we're gonna run this ad. Fuck this Calendar link for this site. You guys are so fucking stupid the way you try to run your coaching programs. If anyone watching this runs that type of program, I'm gonna sit here for 45 minutes trying to sell you all. God damn. You guys are so behind, it's crazy. You guys might as well hit me up. But the only thing I'm ever gonna do is listen to people who are in the position that I wanna be in. And long story short, frumpy fat dumb bitch crossing the street, she needs to call herself out. You guys need to call yourselves out. Tweedledee and Tweedledum with their kid walking across the street. Kid looked like they still had a chance. Mom and dad looked like some two beach girls rolling across the goddamn crosswalk. What is the matter with you guys? Do you really want to be that big of an embarrassment? Literally. You can roll up, crush you. People are like, I don't think I went anywhere I am. Or someone didn't hang up the car window and say, Wes, you changed my life, thank you. Keep doing what you do. Like, Has anyone probably ever said that to that bitch or these fucking idiots? Like, when I was being a dumb bitch, I called myself a dumb bitch. You guys need to adopt this process, because you snowflake, cupcake little fucks really are too weak to really call yourself out. And that's what I gotta do, because I'm sick of being around little fucks. You know, I want to be around some people back too, because dude's a killer. Fuck yeah. Like, we're all gonna do some big shit together. Better life. Why is it not that? Not, oh, that's just it. I'm dumb fuck. Never figured it out. Well, get that shit together. Follow the blueprints. It's really easy. It's called better habits. Stupid. That your conscience are telling you to do. Don't eat that. Stupid. Go work out. Dumbass. I think you're trying to do much. Shit. You get this? It's real difficult. It's real difficult. You look at me and say, am I someone who's talking? Stop avoiding the struggle. Stop avoiding the struggle. Embrace the pain. On the other side of your pain is every answer you'll ever see. Think about that trip. Think about it. 7 months of that same Someone got straight up stabbed in the cages. Straight up stabbed in the cages. First 15 minutes, and I start thinking, this is gonna be a long ass ride. I was only 25 at the time. That's who I am now. Wasn't. So listen to me. You can't expect to be someone you're not in a brand new place. You have to learn that place, grow up that place, develop this positive attitude, and develop the positivity you can from it, even from the negative place. The positive sides of it was the strength you could gain from being in such a negative place and choose the positive attitude. Positive action. When everything around you seems right. Now, through all that whole time was so crazy. All these bus rides, flashbacks. The second you get comfortable around some people, and you're like, okay, this is what you take this. That's what they do to you. Then you gotta go somewhere else. And you can't refuse a battle. They can put you anywhere, put you in some drama. Right into some drama that ends your life and leaves you in prison for life. Are you ready for that? The second I was ready to commit to the prison life, just for the first 5 years, in the back of my head, I'm like, I'm not looking for trouble. Not the first 5, probably the first 2 or 3 years, I was still putting in work, but I didn't want it. I wasn't for it. Later, I saw what we had to do. I saw the vision. I saw how it saved people. So it was a fuss. But you can't fucking just adopt this without seeing the drama and the reasons behind it. That's why a lot of you guys can't understand the racial politics, the prison politics, the politics of the child molesters. That's why a lot of you guys can't understand it. You haven't been around it, so I don't expect you to. So it doesn't do anything to me, except I just say, hey, I don't know how to drive NASCAR, so they don't know how to go to prison. That's it. That's as simple as I can do. I think about all the stuff I don't know and I don't understand. That's it. Knowledge is knowing it's a one-way street. Wisdom is seeing it from all directions. You don't have to know everything. You don't know anything about lockdowns. You miss your mom. You miss your people because you haven't seen them all month. Because they usually come out on Sundays. I didn't see my mom for 10 years. 10 years. The first time I saw a picture of my mom being down was 7 years in. She sent me a fucking picture. She sent me a picture of her in a dress because she was excited that she was going to a wedding. And her face had got so wrinkled the time I had been gone that it sank in how fucking long I've been gone. And you motherfuckers don't fucking know. So don't ever do this to your people. Why do you think I talk about my people so much? This is what fuels me every day. I'm not letting you guys down. I don't care what it takes. Not letting my wife down. Not letting my son down. I don't care what it takes. Now my mom is going through the same shit with my brother. He was finally getting his shit straight. He just got back out. He was staying with my grandma and my mom at the same house in that same bed that I showed them. firmly solidified and they're non-negotiable, they're taking place, and you spend no energy on pulling them off each day, that's level 1. Level 2 is going to be when your thoughts no longer need to take place. You no longer have to think about the actions because your thoughts are aligned with universal truths. Your thoughts are aligned with, they're aligned with fucking the truth inside of us, and you know you cannot act that. So I've had people around me recently like, oh man, like I'm starting to drift this way. I'm like, you can't. They're like, why? I'm like, you're committed to your girl. Why would you even spend any energy looking at that other? And they're like, unless you sell out yourself, if you want to sell out love, if you want to sell out your commitment as a man to what you're supposed to be committed to, then go right ahead. And that's what's going to be your downfall. You do not believe life is what you give to others, it's what you get. Because in this guy's case, this girl is not upholding their relationship. She is not someone who's focused on personal growth. She is not someone who was elevating with him. So he thought that was an excuse to maybe go cheat or something. There is no excuse in any type of relationship to sell out the root, which is love and commitment. That's what you sell yourself. That's what everyone doesn't get. They place blame on others instead of taking accountability for root behavior. Now, if his root behavior changes, it'll change across the board. His business will go over. Every relationship will go. Even by him suggesting that he could operate that way, I started to look at it differently. So that's truth of that at the most simple form. So, back to your solidified. Your thoughts are aligned with universal truth. And your thoughts are governed by universal law. Law like cause and effect. Get what you give. Give greater acts of love towards everyone. Watch how you're more attracted to them. I was always very attracted to the person I was in love with. That's just how I am. I was doing it. It wasn't whether they were upholding something or not. It was me creating it. I was giving that. I was seeing that. I was that. That was the outcome of who I was. That's where it goes. They blame other people instead of understand themselves. So once your thoughts are aligned with universal law, once your thoughts are aligned with the truth inside of us, won't deviate from God. Once your actions and your thoughts are aligned, then your goal all day is to keep your energy aligned with high frequency or low frequency, so that you never sit there. You never sit there and look at your problems. You never sit there and look at life. You never sit there and gauge your life plan or your progress while the low frequency. So everyone repeat after me. I'm only going to look at my life, where I'm at, and how I'm doing when I'm at the highest of frequencies. And when I'm at a low frequency, I leave myself the fuck alone. Leave yourself the fuck alone in your low frequency state. You'll only see and get problems. When you're in a high frequency state, you'll only see solutions and you'll see the progress. Not if you're doing the work. And you wouldn't be in a high frequency state if you weren't doing it. So you guys, the checklist is on my actions, aligned with what I want. My thoughts, is my energy aligned with what I want to develop. The steps you gotta go in the pen to do the simplest things that you guys take for granted out here. Crazy the detail it takes to just use the phone, to use the phone. I remember when I saw a post back in 2010, and I didn't know what reverse dieting was. I saw it in a hashtag, so it was on school. They said reverse dieting. Every time I got back on the phone for the next string, I was relentlessly researching reverse dieting. I had to do it. I had to figure it out. Curiosity is a massive prerequisite for success. Are you curious? Figure it out then. Figure it the fuck out. If your mind is telling you and pushing you in this direction, why don't you see it as something bigger? Why don't you see it as a towards your ultimate vision. Or maybe you're just some superficial fuck who thinks whatever you feel like doing is the purpose of life. For me, it just used the phone in the head. They needed 3 sets of rechargeable batteries, consistently charging and chargers to have them ready so that you could put 4 batteries in a homemade cardboard tube. Attach a charger to each end of this cardboard tube. Rechargeable battery to charge the phone with the portable charger in your pocket. Now, not only that, you have the window by which you can use the phone. The cops are walking. You can't use the phone. They walk in without. So now you have to get a separate man to sit next to you while you're on the phone. Or just risk getting another 90 days or 4 fucking years of some bins. Most bins it's 90 days. Some places were playing games. At that time, some places were calling it dangerous contraband because fuck, you think most of it gets in there. Over the whole phone? Over the phone on the wall? No. So, we had to walk 1 million steps just to do some research. Just some simple shit you take for granted. So this made that window of research really valuable. All the energy put into that time. Straight to the same thing with these weights. You guys have so much at your fingertips that you take it for fucking granted. I used to save up magazines and magazines and magazines and more magazines, and I'm about to take my magazines. I would make stacks of 50 magazines, I'd make stacks of 10, stacks of 25, and I would do shoulders with the front races, side races. I would do drop sets with the big side pull, grab the smaller set of magazines, pull, grab the other one, pull, triple drop set. I mean, I found a way to make it happen with nothing. You got it all there and still got the excuses. The fact this is the motherfucker who does all this preparation to prepare for that act. He's got so focused on that act. He's already done so much to even get there. He's not going to bitch out now. He's really going to save it. Those magazines meant the world to me. Tied up with some cut-up sheet string. I would put them in a shirt and make a curl bag, a one-handed curl bag. I'd attach them to broom handles, cut the bottom of shower shoes, cut holes in them as pluggers, and do forearms, wrist curls and reverse wrist curls with these magazines on the end of a broom handle. Other people would make water bags. We would have to make our fucking wigs. And the pussies who wouldn't take it that far because they were lazy, they'd be just stuck with burpees and wonder why they didn't come out with shoulders developed, arms developed. You gotta fucking beat the fuck out of every muscle. Time under tension. 40 to 70 seconds of time under tension. As heavy a weight as possible for the 40 to 70 second fucking range. The longest set possible with the most constant tension possible. Understanding all this is everything. I don't give a fuck how hard you work if you don't comprehend the fucking task at hand. And if you don't comprehend the task at hand, because you're not focused enough to absorb the knowledge, then you hit someone the fuck up and you fucking learn. This is what it comes down to. The phone was so hard to use. $1,500 for a burner. And you had to pay the monthly bill when you're fucking already in prison. This is the difference. You guys got it too fucking easy. Make it harder. Make it harder. The macros. Don't even get me started on the macros. I have an order like an unabridged macro book that had every facility breakdown of fucking 10 kilos turkey. This mechanic separated chicken this lunch. Look it up. Realize that we only get 4-ounce servings for each sack lunch or each dinner tray. And I would use the book to write down the macros. And even before that, I would have to schedule 5 different dudes to grab their meals, check them with something else. I buy out of a vendor package that took 3 weeks to come. Make sure I paid them with something big they wanted so that they don't eat lunches and dinners for a month or month and a half or 2 months. So that I can eat 5 meals a day. I when they want, what they want, and they wonder why they look like fucking shit. That's how life works. Your system's built up to sacrifice. If you don't learn to sacrifice for your goal, plan and prepare, there's no fucking action. And then there's the rest of the fucking day, preparing for the next day's action. There is no downtime in a go-getter's life. He's either acting or he's fucking prepared. I was always in preparation mode. Even if I was going to post something, I'm writing it down on paper. Hours, days in advance. Sometimes we wouldn't get to get on the phone for a week or two. You just like, fuck, I want to call my people. I want to see if everyone's hitting me up. You guys are not too fucking easy, so you take it for granted. You can just drive to the fucking store. You don't have time to be sat in the yard. Just being like, dude, I just want to walk up and down the aisles at the store. It's going to be fucking crazy. You just buy something, just buy these protein drinks, and you just buy it. Like, you don't have to order it 3 fucking weeks to get it. You can just buy it. That did it. That shit was crazy. As I left the penitentiary, I stopped at a gas station in Kern County, Bakersfield. We went by a gas station, and I went in and I was like, fuck, this is crazy. Look at all this shit. Got a protein shake, was like, oh my god. This is what it comes down to. They gotta fucking learn to make the sacrifices so that those sacrifices hold you to your goals. And make it way easy to attain your goals. You will be helped by the preparation for time and energy. This is what the fucking man do. Fucking I give up years. I have years worth of macros jotted down that I wrote down my fucking hand. There's so much technology out there. The motherfucker will do whatever it takes. Get a fucking phone shipped in. Have a motherfucker charge it. Risk any time to look up macro device. That's someone who ain't fucking compromising with their vision. They're stubborn with their vision. I'm doing this. I need you guys to be stubborn with your vision. Because you never know when you can bring to this point. Let's go! Pay attention! Pay the fuck attention. I always speak about collective consciousness. I speak about we're all one. We're all part of this collective whole. Everyone is connected. I always speak about this. And I talk about energy, frequency, and vibration. What you guys don't understand is you don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. So we're going to low frequency state. That's what you attract. State. That's what you attract. The goal is to cultivate the proper state of the life. That's why I said the world is not as it is. The world is as you are. You guys are just like stick-headed. I mean, conscious thoughts become conscious thoughts repeated out loud become unconscious state. Literally, see this? I've said all these things over so many times using conscious auto-suggestion. They become
Rolex is peanut shells.
Rolex, so cute. So good.
They say it so often because they're trying to convince themselves of something that their mind is trying to tell them to regret behavior. They try to convince themselves that it's okay so often that they actually go self-sabotage. So the food thing, the drug thing, the alcohol thing, this is repeated thought that everyone says is okay, but it's not. But they actually turn that conscious thought into unconscious thinking, in an unconscious belief system that's actually acceptable by self. And that's where a lot of self-sabotage comes from. But I really just don't get why people don't understand. If you quit caving to your problems with your vices, then you'll realize this one thing. The universe already has everything. God already has everything worked that has you all worked up. Every time I believe something's an actual problem. It's my belief that it's a problem that's making the problem. I learned to laugh at stuff that would trouble most people. And they would break so bad to this dog. I've learned to laugh. You can tell by what people call upon out here. So and so is talking about you. That, so I was actually going through stuff. And you fucking weirdos think that someone talking about you on the internet is a problem. That shows how little you've been. Actually, this is the thing. It is nothing. No one will ever sway me. No one will ever see me change in a way where I lose my thoughts. I lose my proof. And I will never lose my confidence due to anything anyone else says about me. Because I validated me for so long. In a workflow, fake, fat, pussy, false. I will always run it because I run me. And when you want to run you, we're run you as well. And that's why I give you guys the gift. Positive daily habits. If you want to change your life, you just change it. Thoughts, and how you feel. And your actions. The actions are the easiest. Like I said, you have to be accountable to your actions first. You have to be accountable to your thoughts. And then you have to be accountable to your energy. You really have to understand when you're releasing something, doing something, or thinking something that's out of alignment to the outcome you want. So everybody always just, I love thought. You speak about energy, frequency, and vibration. You're so right. And I look at the dude, he's got tits. I'm like, bro, there's nothing you're doing to your body that's putting you in a high frequency state. They think that they eat like vegan or they're eating just natural foods, that it's going to make them feel great about their body. And if you don't think well about yourself, you actually make yourself sick. If you don't think well about yourself, you're massively deteriorate how you feel about yourself mentally. People always be like, is it healthy to be that sick? Those type of diet. That's better than having mental health problems. Because you look like shit for an eternity. I mean, no one can ever say why someone, like, literally is healthy or unhealthy or this or that. I've seen the healthiest people grow early who didn't take any substances. And I've seen the most shot out fucking drug addicts in prison last forever. Like, literally, they would shoot up anything, anywhere, and have every disease. And they kept going, because they just didn't even give energy. Thing is, so, if you think of it, you act out, feelings are aligned with what makes us feel greater. Well, you guys are always split there. I think it's like black and white. It's such a gray area of understanding. And I'm just going to tell you this. You can basically do anything you want if you're mentally strong enough. Really believe what you don't. You can't. Like, because there's a few people who are the fact they really have a lot of confidence. That's a rare one. And there's rare cases and you see people that's the one. But the people who always talk about it, they value it. If they're always like, no, you don't have to do that. That's them projecting their insecurities. But the people who wouldn't even talk about it, like you talk about, they just brushed off and they go to killing it. Like those are the people who it never even crosses their mind. It's not even a thought to them. Sometimes I believe that that's just not their path. Like God has given them a path, and that just doesn't fit it. They are just a rare individual who's supposed to talk this path. But most of us, 99.9% of us, I swear, are given the same path, which is to create the highest level individual we can, so we can be offerings and we can push this message that's coming from above. So we're just advocates of a message, being told to build ourselves in a certain aesthetic structure. We're supposed to carry ourselves with a certain level of virtue. wow, hey, 6 years. Most people would never find. But I was the ones able to find. You guys have seen me fail a few times, experience pretty bad. But look how quick I regained because I never stopped. Even when I was going through some hard times, me and Angie, I was always knowing that I would do anything for her. She was closed off. Anyway, she would. And that's the way I should have done. I'll do anything for her. You can't get my mind now. And I got to serve you. And then when I just did it, without allowing me to do it, that's what got me. So anybody's going through that situation, the way I got back in was I just did. And she always would tell me that, well, if you're going to do it, just do it. Why say? But that was me trying to play that game of, well, if you tell me you'll be there for me, I'll do it. And then, so I was conditioned. So the second I dropped all conditions and I said, no, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'll take care of this girl the rest of my life. Like, I don't really care. The story written about me, it's how well that I did everything throughout my life to show what's possible, to write this story. Think about it. I really just like, I'm going to try my best. I don't know, wherever that's it. But, I'd be happy just to get, even right now, if I die right now and they got everything that I built or whatever, I'd be happy with that. It made me, the example I said, the videos I put out, the people I affected that could retell them who I was to them, that would mean a lot to me. So if I did anything ever happen, that would mean a lot to me. Is for you guys to tell the people that I love how much I impacted your life in a positive way. But I love all you guys like family. Anyone who's on this path with me, I love you guys like family. It's way easier than another life. So I don't even understand how there's I understand how people are debating, but I thought I'd make it this long. The guy who's out getting tracing trying to make a business. I was just like, trying to make nutrition, that's what I wanted. And I was just like, I can train for nutrition, $250 a month. I'll change your life. I make the bulk of my money on lower ticket programs that are life transformation programs. So these fuckers are like, I need to do business coach. I need to teach people about business and business. I make the bulk of everything on the smaller programs, the cheaper ones. They're actually about changing your life. The second you go around, talk too much about financial stuff, this and that, you're not a life-changing individual, you're not going to be that powerful. You're not. The quotes I read, everything I share with you guys, what I just shared with you about being conditional no matter what, that's going to save so many people from fucking listening, dropping fucking ego. You say, yeah, I want it back. I'm just going to do everything as if that I need nothing in return. It's just because I love it's unconditional love. Learn that. Like, just take that for this. Fuck everything else. Love you guys. Listen. Now, how is everybody so off? I can't even fathom why I have to explain that personal development is an area that will always make a lot of money. Why would it make it? People need answers. They need massive answers to the hardest, most painful problems that humans suffer from. How jaded are you fucks when you don't understand that alcoholism takes lives and destroys families? How do you understand the pain behind that? If you can help someone stop drinking, you are so fucking valuable. You're so fucking valuable. You know how much pain that being overweight causes people. And if you can get people in shape, do you know how much joy you bring their fucking life? Someone who's always on the verge of starting a diet, wanting to get fit, but they crack all the time. If you can get them to really harness their fucking, get them to really have these fail-safes mentally, that when they go to grab and cover, they're like, damn, I don't want tits. I think I'm a fat loser piece kids. Don't you realize that if you can give someone to mind like that, properly constructed a new definition of who they are if they're out of shape or overweight. When everybody else found them, thought it was okay to look like shit with their shirt off. Like, fuck no. They're supposed to be jacked. And through your years of being jacked and being in great shape, you were able to be the catalyst that changed their life. Like I said, a true healer does not heal. He triggers in you your ability to heal yourself. And guess what triggers people most? Emotional pain. That's why when people see something, they get so fucking triggered. Because it's painful to be broke. Get distressed every month for me. It's painful to be fat. That's why all these chicks online talk shit on other chicks. They don't realize that they're so healthy that they really just say, damn, I wish I didn't look like this. They see it grow. You got body upgrades or something. And actually died and went to the gym. Oh, she just got upgrades. No, this stupid bitch. She dieted and got some upgrades. Your ass hasn't even dieted. Fat bitch. You get me? I can hurt your feelings all day. And the thing is, change what I do. And the shit that I said online, it's not a bunch of people. Where I said, guess what? It's rare for a Mexican to be in shape. That the Mexicans, it's rare. I said just gonna honest about it. Yeah. Our food tastes good. Most of us aren't the best shit. Fuck you if it bothers you. Fuck you. I don't care. Spend time with kids looking like shit. Or be that rare motherfucker. It's where the white dude has a good hairline. Most women don't like hair. My hair sucks.
The hair's true.
Oh no. Bitch, snowflake, lame, motherfucker. I can't even believe that. All these gangsters all politically correct now. Politically correct ass gangsters. Can't even take some truth. Shut the fuck up, straight up. This is a problem. Call me everything you want to call me. Guess what? They lie, deny, results still, receipts still. People are going to say a bunch of shit about you. Go ahead and say it. It can never be as bad as what I used to be. Say it. Say it to your blue face. Make sure you get some views when you say my name too, bitch. Make sure your lame, pussy, fucking asses get some views on my motherfucking name. Say it. Get some views on it. It's the most views I'll ever get. Ain't gonna get it on your own motherfucker. All these motherfuckers. Straight up. They're not gonna beat me. Why am I not gonna beat me? Because I don't care if I lose.
You're off this. Till tomorrow.